Hi there. Are you ready to hear more jokes? Great. Cop. Excuse me, miss, but swimming in the lake is not permitted. Woman. Why didn't you mention this to me when I was getting undressed? Cop. Well, because that is permitted. Is Google a man or a woman? A woman, of course, because it won't let you finish your sentence without making a recommendation. Tinder is for rookies. Go to Facebook Marketplace and search for wedding dresses. It will show you recently divorced females. From there you can filter by size. A man approaches a gorgeous woman in a department store and says to her, "I have lost my wife somewhere in here, would you be able to talk to me for a little while?" The woman replies, "Okay, but why?" The man then says, "Because every time I talk to a gorgeous lady, my wife appears out of nowhere." A man is walking down the street at 3 a.m. when he is stopped by the police. The police ask him where he is going at this hour, to which the man replies, "I am heading to a lecture on alcohol abuse and the effects which it has on the human body, as well as smoking and staying out late." The police then respond, "Really? Who is giving that lecture at this time of night?" The man replies, "That would be my wife." There was a blonde, a brunette, and a redhead trapped on an island, and the nearest land was 50 miles away. The redhead swam to land but only made it 15 miles, then drowned. The brunette swam 24 miles and then drowned. The blonde swam 25 miles but then got tired, so swam back to the island. There are 11 people hanging on a rope that comes down from an airplane. 10 of them are blonde and 1 is brunette. They all decide that one person should get off because if they don't, the rope will break and everyone will die. No one can decide who should go, so finally the brunette delivers a very touching speech ending with the words, "I'll get off." The blondes are all very moved by her speech and start clapping. Problem solved. Doctor, how can I help you today? Blonde. It hurts right here, ouch, she says as she points to her shoulder. Okay, does it hurt elsewhere on you? It sure does, on my leg here, ouch, she says as she points to her leg. I see, does it hurt in any other places? Sure does. On my back right here, ouch, she cries as she points to her back. Are you actually a blonde that dyed her hair brown? Yes. How on earth did you know? Well, you have actually got a broken finger. A Russian and an American are having a hot debate about who was the first on the moon. The Russian says, "You know this, Mr. American, we were the first ones in the outer space." The American replies, "No way, buddy, it was us, dang it. We were the first. America, baby." A blonde lady comes along and says, "That is nothing, we are going to be the first ones on the sun." The Russian and American burst out laughing and eventually say to her, "Sorry, but you can't go to the sun, you would burn up and die." The blonde replies, "Oh my gosh, we are not idiots. We plan on traveling at night time." A blonde lady is driving down the highway at lightning speed in her new sports car, when a traffic officer pulls her over. The traffic officer is also a blonde woman. The blonde officer approaches the blonde lady's car and requests to see her driver's license. The lady starts searching high and low for her license and become extremely frustrated until finally she asks, "What does my license look like?" The blonde officer replies, "It is a square which has a picture of you on it." The blonde lady finally pulls out a compact mirror from her purse and hands it to the officer. "I think I found it. she says as she hands the mirror over. The blonde officer takes a quick look at the mirror and replies, "I'm ever so sorry, I didn't realize that you were a traffic officer too," and lets the lady go. A blonde is driving down a countryside road when she sees another blonde in a rowboat. She is trying to row her way through a field. The blonde in the car yells out, "It is blondes like you that give us a bad name, and I would come over there and give you a piece of my mind if I could swim." Two blondes are strolling through the woods when they come across some tracks. Blonde number 1, "Oh how cute, these are deer tracks." Blonde number 2, "No, don't be daft, these are moose tracks." Blonde number 1, "No, my dad taught me about this, these are definitely deer tracks." They keep arguing with each other until they eventually get hit by a train. A blonde and a brunette are thrown off a tall building. Who dies first? The brunette. The blonde stops to ask for directions on the way down. A passenger plane is flying through the air when it loses all engines. Before the plane crashes, a woman traveler stands up and screams out, "I want to die feeling like I am a woman." She proceeds to rip off all her clothes and says, "Is there anyone man enough on this plane to make me feel like a woman?" A bloke in the back stands up, rips off his shirt and says, "Iron this." Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the village idiot's house. Knock knock. Who's there? The chicken. That is all for now. See you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.